Masculinity. It's become a dirty word in some corners of the world. But strip away the noise, the misconceptions, and what you find underneath. It's strength, it's discipline, it's responsibility. And without it, the world crumbles. Pure masculinity isn't just about muscles, it's about character. It's the foundation on which everything else is built. Teach a boy to be masculine early on, and you set him on the path to becoming a man the world can rely on. Leave him to figure it out on his own, and he's left adrift searching for meaning in a world that doesn't care if he sinks or swims. It starts young. Teach boys how to be men, not just physically strong, but mentally unbreakable. How to take hits and get back up. How to lead, even when they're afraid. How to protect those who can't protect themselves. That's masculinity in its purest form. It's not about dominance. It's about standing firm in the face of chaos. A man who understands true masculinity doesn't run from responsibility. He doesn't cower when the weight of the world bears down on him. No, he stands tall because he knows the future depends on him. People look to him in dark times, not because he's perfect, but because he's steady. Because when everything's falling apart, he's the one who's still standing. Dark times are inevitable. And when they come, the world doesn't need boys pretending to be men. It needs real men. Men who've been forged in fire, who understand sacrifice, discipline, and honor. The kind of men who know that their actions today ripple into the future. Masculine men. They don't break when the world does. They rise. They take care of business. When others look for shelter, they become the shelter. And it's not just about brute strength. It's the strength of will, the clarity of purpose, the unshakable sense of duty. You want to save the future? Teach boys to be men who lead, who protect, who build. Masculinity isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about creating a world where people feel safe, where men take responsibility for more than just themselves, where they step up, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Masculinity gives men a compass. It teaches them how to weather the storm, how to take action when others freeze in fear. It's the foundation of order in a chaotic world. And the more we erode that, the weaker the next generation becomes. When you teach a boy how to embrace pure masculinity, you're not just teaching him how to be a man. You're teaching him how to make the world better. You're giving him the tools to protect what's important, to lead when the world needs leaders most. Masculine men aren't just a luxury, they're a necessity. Without them, society falls apart inch by inch. Because when the chips are down, when everything's on the line, who do people look to? The masculine men, the ones who don't fold, the ones who take action, who take responsibility. And that's why it matters. It's not just for today, it's for tomorrow and the day after that. Pure masculinity isn't about being invincible. It's about being reliable, strong, steady. It's knowing when to fight, when to protect, and when to stand firm. It's knowing that people depend on you, not just now, but in the future. Teach boys early, and they'll grow into the men we need. Because in the end, when the world goes dark, it's the masculine men who keep the lights on. Masculinity saves lives. Don't let the world tell you otherwise.